Hey guys, welcome back, BDCKR here, and we're back with another online multiplayer video. We've had two in a relatively short time span here.
Yeah.
We've had some ideas, and we're making them while the inspiration has struck.
While the iron is hot.
Yeah. So, like we did last time, we have all of the gear information in the description here, so we're going to talk sort of in our meandering way about why we've geared up each of them, which in our opinion is more important.
Yeah.
But if you just want that information, especially if you just want to try this team for yourself, maybe once the video is over, you can always access that there.
So maybe we should start talking about the real change in the beauty of this team first.
Okay.
Beauty
is a strong word.
So, all right, so to me, the beauty... All right, so maybe not beauty. The centerpiece of this team is trying to make Red Lantern Hal Jordan relevant. And it was partly inspired by Antimatter Sinestro being a recent challenge, and how Antimatter Sinestro and Red Lantern Hal Jordan used to be amazing.
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
And part of the frustration in judging either of them now is it that they're just that bad, or it's because they used to be amazing that it's hard to use them now knowing how good they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So Red Lantern Hal Jordan has Claw of Horus, Astro Harness, and the Enchantress companion gear. What Enchantress does... All right, so Batgirl and Luchador Bane are sort of the classic tag in, tag out, big amount of stun damage.
Yeah.
And with Nekron Scythe and Cloak of Destiny, it's you can actually have both of them in that role now.
Mm-hmm.
So Enchantress, as
you don't have to pick one or the other.
Exactly.
Great.
Right. Enchantress gives an unblock special when Bane tags in. Mm-hmm. So Red Lantern Hal Jordan has got Astro Harness, and what you get out of that is, because Red Lantern Hal Jordan uses up health to use his specials, the first invulnerability of the Astro Harness lets you do 2 special ones.
Which is great.
Or 1 special 2. And by giving him Claw of Horus, what you can do is take somebody that you're facing and shatter hopefully 2, usually at least 1 piece of gear.
Yeah.
And that changes the complexion of things. So when you do the special, you get the little skulls coming in, and so that when you tag Red Lantern Hal Jordan out, whoever you're tagging in, which in our case is typically going to be Bane, you get an unblocked special, even if he doesn't stun. And so one of the problems with the tag in, tag out team was that if you didn't knock them out, if they had a bunch of revives, or at least just the one, there was a chance that you wouldn't get your power back.
Yeah, now you run into some trouble.
Right. So, with Bane at least, all right, so Tantu Totem is the necessity. It's a necessity. It's a necessary part. I don't know that I need to keep on explaining that. Cloak of Destiny, there's the added stun chance to tag in, and if you're going to split Master's Death Cart and Tantu Totem, you don't want to give Master's Death Cart to Bane, because otherwise you could actually waste his stun. If he stuns and tags in, they're actually going to not get stunned. The opponent will not get stunned. So that has to be on Batgirl. Now, a lot of the way that people do Bane is stun and do a special 1 and splash damage so that the other team is wiped out. And I guess that works okay, except if you don't stun, there's no real fallback. And because we're actually playing with Batgirl as a support, she's going to be the one that does that.
Oh, what a waste. Normally, when you've got the 2 Astro Harnesses running against each other, it doesn't really matter. But when you're essentially getting free specials from it. Oh, that was weird. Did you see Did you see his ram just fly off into the distance, though?
Yeah. Because Enchantress followed through when his invulnerability came down. Enchantress came through, and the special, even though it did no damage, still killed one of his gears.
It's still animated, but did you see, it looked like visually anyways that the battering ram flew out of his hands and just went off screen.
I didn't notice the same way.
I think it did. We'll have to play that back afterwards.
Alright, so Bane, if he doesn't stun on special 1, he does very little damage. And it's fine to do well in most fights, but it's awful to do really poorly every once in a while. So yeah, the splash damage is on Bane at least is a little bit wasted, but
yeah, it's one of those all or nothing things, right? And that's that sort of loadout makes way more sense when they're defense, right?
Right.
Because when you're defensive, you're not trying to win every fight.
Yeah.
So having somebody come in and to be able to kill a guy and devastate a team in one special is great. That's awesome, right? And if you get lucky in defense, you know, you win, and if you don't get lucky, who cares, right?
Oh, and I should point out the reason why Batgirl was used instead of Bane was because she would have a better chance of surviving against the opponent's Arkham Knight Batgirl, and then I'm going to use Bane to wipe her out. Sorry, go ahead.
But in offense, that doesn't make as much sense as a loadout because it's less consistent.
Right. And so for Bane, since we've focused on Special 2, splash damage is only 15% with the Fourth World Mace.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's rocking Tantu Totem, it's actually more important to finish off the person that's facing him instead of trying to splash the damage. Because, this, again, his Special 2 is multi-hit, so any individual hit isn't going to give you enough to make it worth giving up the damage just so that you can try to splash a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, the thing, I mean, for as mediocre as Red Lantern Hal Jordan is compared to where he was, Astro Harness, giving him free specials is so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much fun to be able to do. And giving him free specials in which you're peeling gear off people feels satisfying.
Oh, yeah,
and when you actually think about it, right, from a mechanical standpoint, having Tantu Totem and Master's Death card also gives you free specials of the same variety. Right. But there's something about Astro Harness and Red Lantern Hal Jordan where you feel like you're getting away with something in a way that you don't with Astro Harness or with Tantu Totem and Master's Death card.
Right.
Right? Because it feels like they didn't consider it.
Yes. The one thing that's sometimes hard to do is to put, because Hal Jordan gets 3 bars of power start anyways. It feels like a waste to have Batgirl on a team because what her power is really 3 bars of power. And what you've done is you've reduced her passive to 2 bars of power herself and for Luchador Bane, but it's enough. And to me, this is beautiful. I love playing Hal. Look, 1 gear gone. A combo just a
gone.
Let's see.
Oh.
No, but the 1's enough.
It's okay. Won't matter. Doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, and using 1 is better because if it doesn't knock out, then we tag out and we get 2 bars again.
Never mind. No need.
And we drain some power. And he's getting hit, but it didn't break his gear. Yeah, no, I mean this is a fun team.
Oh, there we go.
And it more than makes up for the fact that we lose Hawkgirl, right?
Yeah, and Red Lantern Hal Jordan with breaking gear for his specials actually does feel like sort of the ticket to making him feel not crap, right? Because the speed that he can lay on special ones, especially because for most people, the way to lay on that many special ones in that short amount of time normally involves knocking people out and getting your power back.
Right.
So being able to lay on special ones and being able to actually see the effects of having somebody's gear shattered and not just having knocked them out,
right,
also does make him significantly more fun to play.
Oh yeah. There's very few characters that I would put Astro Harness and keep them in first slot. This is it. Like, it's
entertaining.
Yeah, and
it's good fun for the whole family.
Yeah, the Revive of Fourth World Gear set relies on 2 pieces of gear, so you can definitely get 2 in. The third one becomes questionable. If you do a third special one, then you've got to bring in Bane really fast and make sure that he stuns.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what you get is... Oh, that's too bad. Otherwise, what you get is that they tag out and you've lost the benefit of the gear breakdown.
Perfect timing, though, for that.
And, the other thing that makes a difference is because in Red Lantern Hal Jordan used to get his power back immediately.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be doing something repeatedly, it almost has to be special 1.
I think almost it pretty much does. Oh, this is great because we're going to knock out early and then get some extra free damage in.
And we don't lose our power to Raven.
Yeah, exactly.
Because normally Rebirth Raven would steal it from us.
That's really sort of the perfect confluence of the spheres.
Yeah.
I tried to say something smart sounding, but I screwed up. That's the problem with trying to sound clever, is that if you try to sound clever and you don't know the words and you mispronounce it, it doesn't end up reflecting well on you. Confluence of the spheres.
Yeah, so it's a great team. Normally, you need Hawk Girl. All right, so this is dangerous only because of Arkham Knight Harley Quinn if her passive triggers when we tag in. But normally you need her because you tag in and out to make up for a special not knocking them out. And now we're increasing the chance that the special will knock them out by making sure that anybody that revives, or even Astro Harness is a great solution to it, because there's a 1 in 3 chance that Astro Harness is gone. And pitter patter? Nope. Oh, that was expensive. Let's take away some, since we've already got the invulnerability, let's take away some of his health and and a gear.
Oh. Just the bonus.
And now he's not stunned, but he's softened enough that we're going to get our power back as we're going to finish him off.
Get some extra free damage. Ooh.
Oh, wow, that was
never mind. That was more than some extra free damage. We're going to get an extra free KO out of that.
Yeah.
That was very smooth. Better than I was expecting.
So this is, again, why, I mean, Luchador Bane max augmented. Tantu Totem gives, I think, 30% crit chance.
Yeah.
And I believe the Demon Blade brings it up to as close to 100%. I mean, the numbers add up to 100%. So if there's some part of the game that limits it so that you have to potentially not get crit, I haven't really seen it.
This is an artificial maximum, yeah.
Right. Well, damage over time immunity, but hopefully it won't matter, because if we can still do crit hits, that'll be what matters.
There we go.
So the problem now will be we don't... Oh, that's perfect, actually.
Easy to crack them open, yeah.
Yeah. We didn't want to leave somebody vulnerable to Arkham Knight Batgirl coming in. Well, since we're here anyways.
Might as well. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was
his burned through most of it, though.
Yeah, I know, with his Enchantress.
What a waste.
So Enchantress is interesting, not because of the actual power, but because of how it gives you a latency afterwards.
I think yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we got.
And some free damage. Yeah, the latency... They're all considerations, right?
Yeah. But not obvious ones, just by reading the card.
Yeah. Actual play considerations.
Yeah. Oh, and this might be a problem.
I think it'll be just barely enough. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, very good.
Crack him open. Oh, he was blocking. Never mind.
That's okay. That can still crack his gears.
That's true.
It did not this time, though. And I think we've got one more vulnerability we can take advantage of. There's one gear. But it won't be enough. This will be just enough to wake him up. And I think because our passive is the boosted damage, even without the stun,
we got him.
We've got enough to knock him out.
Yeah. There we go.
It's a beautiful team.
It is. It really... It's a lot of fun to play.
And Hal Jordan is relevant again, I think.
For sure.
And that's it.
That's the ball game, folks.
All right, so a big thank you to our patrons on Patreon who help bring these videos to you.
We have Console Peasant, who is supporting us at the top tier last word. Shawn Farrell, Daniel Simonson, Aaron Maule, and Michael DeVries, who are supporting us on the credited level. And Eddy G and Chris Wolff at the gratitude level. So thanks so much for your support, and thanks so much to all of you for watching. We'll see you next time. Komoda.